Hi everyone, welcome to my Creative Voices. My name is Amandine and on this channel I share with you my passion for drawing, painting and designing for illustration and surface design. In this video I wanted to talk about some handy warm-up exercises that are really useful to do before you start any artwork. I know how the blank page can be really daunting, and personally I find that doing these quick exercises help me loosen up and get in the zone. You've probably heard about athletes doing warm-ups before a sporting event. Well, this is a very similar thing for artists, for them to practice the precision of their line work and how to coordinate eye-to-hand movements. There are many exercises that you can do, but I like doing these 5 exercises that I will go through shortly. They don't need to last long. I would say 10 to 15 minutes is more than enough. It helps you to transition nicely from the day-to-day stuff to relaxing creative time, so you get to slow down before you start an art piece. The first warming up exercise I like to do is to simply draw some lines and geometric shapes, several of them. So this is what I do. I draw lines, circles, squares, stars and spirals. It may sound like a dull exercise, but you might be surprised how tricky it can be to draw a nicely rounded circle, a well-proportioned star or a nice looking spiral. So I like to fill a page or two with these geometric drawings. I try to focus on the tip of my pencil whilst I draw, and I try not to worry too much about it looking perfect. It definitely helps me loosen up, so I try to do these exercises as often as possible. I think it definitely helps get more accurate in your line work. The second warming up exercise is to draw something around you. So it could be your cup of coffee, a decorative object on your desk, or a flower, and then you break it down into shapes. I had a lovely bunch of flowers for my husband recently, and there were tulips in the bunch, so I thought this is the ideal flower to draw quickly. The shapes are easy to recognize. I start with the oval shape of the petals at the top, then the line for the stem, and loose triangle shapes for the leaves. This is only meant to be a quick sketch, so I don't spend too much time on it. It's just a study of the shapes forming the flower. Using the same subject, my third exercise is to do a one-line drawing of the flower. This is kind of fun actually. The purpose of this exercise is to draw the subject in one line without lifting your pencil from the paper. This can be tricky, but it's fun. This is also a trendy type of artwork. You've probably seen it in illustrations or in art prints. This is something you can do yourself, creating line work based on family photographs, for example. Again, the result will likely to be a bit wobbly, a bit weird, but it helps you define the shapes of the flower a little bit more than the previous exercise. The fourth exercise is to draw your subject in 1 minute. So for this exercise, I time myself and I draw my tulip in 1 minute. It's a really useful exercise because it helps you focus on what matters the most on your subject. And yes, 1 minute goes really fast. So depending on your subject, you have to focus on the overall shape first, then come back to the details. Well, if you can, within that little minute. The final exercise is very similar to the previous one, but you time yourself for 5 minutes instead of 1 minute. Again, depending on your subject, you will find that actually you manage to draw quite a lot in 5 minutes. I find that for this tulip, I've managed to do quite a decent drawing of it with some basic shading. 5 minutes can allow you to go beyond the shape study and focus a little bit on the details and textures of your subject. There we are. These simple exercises not only help you get in the flow, but they will also train your drawing muscle, and the more you practice, inevitably the better you will get. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know in the comments what warming up exercises you find the most useful, and feel free to suggest any fun and relaxing warm-up exercises you like to do. Bye bye for now.